Hi Libra, and welcome to your full moon in Sagittarius reading. This is going to be a tarot reading and it's based on the recent full moon in Sagittarius. At the time that I'm filming this, it is June 14th. So the full moon has well and truly ended, and it's left behind a waning moon that is encouraging us to release, to once and for all end things, and to find closure so that we can embrace the new cycle occurring in the next week. Now, you Libra are an air sign. You're also a cardinal mode. So your energy likes to feel prepared. It likes to know what to expect. And it also likes to feel in control of the important decisions that you need to make, either about your life or about your future. And it can be hard for you to let go of things when it feels like somebody else is doing that for you, or like you haven't been involved in the process as much as you want to. So let's see what happens. Moving forward, what is the full moon in Sagittarius leaving for you? Spirit, what is the full moon in Sagittarius leaving Libra? We have the Fool card. We also have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords, and we have the Fool again. In this deck, the Fool 2.0 is a supplementary card. And so you have the Fool twice. You're heavily guided towards a new beginning. You're also being heavily guided towards releasing baggage. This full moon was really encouraging you to be prepared for your new beginning. And now the difference between these two Fool cards is one symbol is just a circle, like a new cycle, much like the new moon. Actually, it looks more like a full moon. And then this symbol is the infinity symbol. And it represents the fact that we can always start fresh, regardless of what happens, regardless of how much baggage there is, of how complicated things are. You always have choices, and those choices can always lead towards new beginnings. So with that being your bottom deck energy, the whole point of this message is to say that whatever happened in the past, and especially if certain things happened during the full moon in Sagittarius or before the full moon in Sagittarius, it doesn't need to hold you back from who you are becoming and from who you can be. Now is the best time to shed those layers and to commit to new opportunities, to really take some risks. Now, these risks do involve you feeling like a brand new person, embracing your uniqueness, and committing to ideas that you've had. These aren't just ideas that you kind of thought of in the shower and then you forgot about them 5 minutes later. These are the kind of ideas and opportunities that feel like they're nagging at you. They're swirling around in your brain, and they're really bringing a sense of joy into your life. They're giving you a more hopeful outlook on your future, and they're even making you feel a little afraid because of what they represent. They represent so much newness, so much potential, that if it doesn't work out, it could feel like a really silly risk that you took. But with these two cards upright, you're actually being called to follow that feeling and to do so in a way that is considerate of the things that you are already responsible for and committed to. And so with this Two of Pentacles here, that's where we see responsibilities and commitments, Capricorn energy. The full moon in Sagittarius is leaving you with this awareness of how important your routine is, of how important it is for you to have a plan, and of how much you need to stay balanced. You can't afford to get distracted, to lose momentum, to fall off the wagon, or to even just be a bit lazy right now. You have to stay disciplined, and you also have to commit to the things that you've agreed to do. You can't afford to slip. Slipping could look like you losing income. It could look like you losing an important responsibility that's really special to you. And it can also look like you feeling like your whole life is out of whack. It's really important that you get back on track here, that you handle your business and that you take care of your responsibilities, which could also include your health, Libra. This Two of Pentacles is about getting back into the momentum of juggling things and having a balanced lifestyle that is considerate of the things that you have committed yourself to, and also the things that make you feel good, that help you feel grounded. And if you do that well, you shouldn't be drowning. You shouldn't feel like your life is so busy you have no time off. If you've balanced this out well, there should also be enough time for you to recharge, for you to relax, for you to do the things that you want to do, and for you to have the means to do it. So maybe getting back on track is about getting your finances back on track, having a plan to be able to do the things that you want to do, to have the money to do that. And that's why the Fool came out here, because it's telling you that you need to do something. In these decks, we see action. We don't see hesitation. We see action. This Fool has already leaped. We've already jumped. We've already done it. And we're really just feeling the fall as we've jumped off the edge of this cliff. Now, I do think that the full moon is trying to bring awareness to the fact that these new beginnings aren't going to happen unless you do something about it. It's a very now or never feeling. And whatever happened in the recent full moon really pushed you to a point where you were like, I need to do this. And so it's leaving you with the confirmation that this is the right thing to do. If you haven't done it yet, you should do it. And if you have already done this leap of faith, it was the right thing to do. In the coming days, it is really important that you prioritize rest with the Four of Swords. Make sure that you're prioritizing enough recovery, enough recuperation, and also just time to kind of like process things mentally. To me, the Four of Swords is an internal card. As an action card, it just tells you to physically rest. But as a mental card, it tells you that your thoughts need stability. Your thoughts need peace. And so you have to do whatever you can physically to create mental stability, mental peace. And this isn't necessarily emotional. I just think that you need to be a little bit more careful about what you expose yourself to, about whose calls you take, and about the conversations that you're having. You need to just choose peace in the next couple of days, and you need to let that peace help you get to a point where you feel more confident about the new beginnings and you feel more clear-minded, so that when you do need to make important decisions, it's not coming from a place that is influenced by other people. It's coming from certainty, because you know what you want, you know where you stand, and even if it's new information coming your way, you can react in a way that is mentally clear, mentally stable. So you're a bit of a quick reading, Libra, but that is what I'm seeing for you. I think you're the quickest sign so far, but thank you so much for all of your time, your energy, and your support. I don't post on here very often. I'm going to try post more. It is my second channel, so if you want more readings, if you haven't heard from me before, head over to my main channel, The Hermit Tarot. But if you want to be notified of when I post on here, make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications. Until we meet again, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Bye.